Hello.
Hello at the front and the middle. Welcome to London. And hello to Adi. He's driving us this morning. Hello, Adi.
Hello.
Hi, Adi. Adi just let me know that we probably take roughly an hour to get to the hotel. And I painted out some tube maps. And most of you are already familiar because we've talked about it on the tube map, pretty much right in the middle, in the center. This is where our hotel is located at the Tottenham Court Road station. And it links up to two tube lines, the black one and the red one. And currently the red one is not stopping, so if you're considering taking the red one and wanting to go to the hotel, it'll try it past. So don't attempt to get out there. So use the black line to get off Tottenham Court Road, or get on that's especially for tomorrow, because we're using a tube passes tomorrow. So real quick again for everybody for today's and tomorrow's program, so that everybody has an overview. So roughly an hour we get into the hotel. 2 o'clock, from 2 o'clock is check-in time. So what we do when we get off the bus, we can store our luggage. First of all, we can try and get our rooms. That's what we do first. If rooms are ready, you can already check in. If they're not ready, we leave the luggage at the concierge. They'll store it for you. And whatever's your plans for the afternoon, it's free until 6 o'clock. You come back anytime after 2 and before 6 to check in, get your room, and get ready for tonight. Already I mentioned there's Wi-Fi at the VQ restaurant, which is adjacent to the hotel. There's no sign-in, it just says VQ and you just go on it. That's really, it probably comes with maybe a cup of tea or just a drink when you want to sit in the restaurant and use it. The hotel has Wi-Fi, but they charge you for it. If you want to have Wi-Fi in your room, you can do so. If you want, just ask a receptionist and they set you free, basically. For tonight, we're meeting at 6 p.m. in the lobby. I haven't yet heard from the hotel. They give us a room where we can all gather and meet for about 30 to 40 minutes. We'll do a quick introduction, talk about the trip, talk about what's coming up, what we need, a question of yours, and so on and so forth, whatever we can think of. Some information from me, we go with the itinerary, some useful hints and tips, and then off we go to start our pub crawl. My intention is to start straight away after the orientation meeting. I think that's probably the best way to do it. So get ready, bring your jackets, bring everything you need already to the orientation. Also, if you can, get some food before we meet. There will be a lot of places around. We are in a very central located spot. Tottenham Court Road, you have Leicester Square around, Covent Garden around. It's all names you may have heard of. There's Piccadilly Circus. This area is full of restaurants, full of little snack bars, full of shops. Just, you know, from Primark. Anyone heard of that shop, Primark? Has it come to the States yet? No. Very, very, very popular store and very cheap clothes too. But everybody, I mean, you see clothes shopping. There's just one around the corner from the hotel. It just caught my eye yesterday. There's been a little bit of a hype about it. And they're expanding over Europe too these days, so.
Which is called shop. Primark.
So yeah, you'll find snack stores, you'll find places around, you'll find pubs around the hotel as well. If you want to head for fish and chips this afternoon, or any steak pie go through to the third one, and then eventually I'll return to the hotel. And whoever would like to come with me at a certain time, I'll tell everybody can return with me. The rest can stay out. You are in Soho, which is partly red light district, partly just really crazy going out area, clubs, nightclubs, bars, pubs, all of that, lots of shops. So I'm not saying it is a dangerous place. I'm just saying just be careful. You walk around, just maybe compared to New York, you know, you go out around Times Square and wherever you go, you just watch out for your valuables. You don't wear them in your back pockets, you wear them in the front, especially for the guys. Please, the girls wear the handbags around the shoulders and in the front of you, usually, but crowded places. It's always the same, always remind you. It doesn't matter where we go. London, Paris, Rome, Athens, we always do the same thing. We just be conscious of what we're doing, where we go, and where we find, you know, where you find yourself. And also preferably if you're walking home, girls, see if you can find another girl, find another person to walk home with. It's always a little safer.
That's okay. I thought you were talking to me. Did I say that you didn't like me?
Yeah, so much for the safety. Another safety tip or hint is always have some money on you. That's number one. 3 things. Have money on you, have a form of ID on you, and have the hotel address on you. So wherever you find yourself, should you get lost, you have at least 20 pounds on you. You can jump in a taxi and go back to the hotel address. You know, that's always the safest bet. Should you lose the tour group, should you, I don't know, on a city tour or whatever it is, you want to find your way back. If you have these 3 things on you, you're pretty safe, you know. Usually, most of the hotels provide these little business cards, or either, like they have stamps on maps, something like that. Just cut it out, rip it off, take this little business card with you, and we're all good to go. Yes. When we get to the hotel, you can find hotel maps in the lobby. We ask the concierge. The city itself has signs spread all over the place, so you can just follow the signs towards, for example, Leicester Square or Covent Garden or Piccadilly Circus. So, especially in the Covent Garden area, you'll find these signs. So. Once you locate yourself, it shouldn't be a problem to find your way around. For today and money-wise, we're using the pounds in the UK, British pounds. This is the only place where we use the pound. So from 2 days from now, once we hit Paris, from there on, it's only going to be euros. Okay. So when you pick up money, just consider you only need pounds for today, this afternoon, the dinner and lunch. Then tomorrow, dinner, lunch, and afternoon souvenirs. Maybe you want to see a show tomorrow night, pub time. So it's really up to you. And also, if you go to shops, most places take credit cards, so you can use your credit card when you shop, for example. euros in your pockets before you get to the content. No, the Eurostar, we hop on a train, all your train tickets are provided by ASU. It's already done. Tomorrow the travel card that comes with the walking tour. It's a full day travel card, zone 1 to 6, and you can travel unlimited between zones 1 and 6. Usually people travel in zone 1 to 2, and you find that on your map too. It actually has this light grey area. It goes zone 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 4, 5, 6. And so 6 is really far out. I doubt you'll be going so far, but I mean, you never know. Tomorrow the tour starts at 9:30, and I'll tell you more about the meeting points, and also write meeting points down on a bulletin sheet so you can come back and look them up should you forget about the times and where to be at what time. And it's going to be a walking tour through London. Hop on, hop off on the tube. So walking and riding the tube, basically. And it's going to be with our guide Simon. He's going to show up at the hotel by 9:15. I'll equip you with some whisper units. We'll also have those throughout the trip. You'll get familiar with these. A piece of an ear set. And Simon will have the speakers, and you'll just you have a little receiver with you, every single one. So you'll be connected to Simon, and you don't have to, hover around him all the time. So you can be going off, taking photos. I think they go probably 100 meters or so. When it starts crackling and you're losing connection, you have to, come back to the group to be able to listen to what he has to say. So we'll be using these in a couple of other cities as well. We're starting off with them tomorrow. So I'll hand those out and I'll receive them back from you after the tour, and I'll bring them back so you don't have to take care of them and carry them around all day. Depending on the weather, the city tour tomorrow will include the change of the guards. We're going to Buckingham Palace, the area of Green Park, St. James's Park. We're hitting up Westminster, Houses of Parliament, Westminster Abbey, and then depending it really depends on the weather and how much we want to spend outside and walking. If it's raining, then Simon will find a different route, and maybe we even stop in a museum and we'll do some talking in there and then come back out again and walk. So I'll leave it up to him, and he'll introduce you to the program tomorrow in the morning. In any case, we will end up the tour tomorrow at around 12:30, 12:45 midday at the Tower of London. So for the choices could be to go into the Tower if you're interested. It's just lunch there around in the area. Hop over the Tower Bridge and maybe walk along the Thames, past the Shakespeare's Globe, and then all along towards Modern Tate Modern, and then the Tate, and then eventually you end up at the London Eye, British Airways London Eye, if you want to take a ride and go on that. Also, there's another new building from where you can have a beautiful view over the city, which is the Shard, one of the highest buildings. It is the highest buildings in the city. It is open. It has a viewing platform. The only thing you may have to look up online and see if you need a reservation for that. It's roughly £25 to go up there to the viewing platform. Another way of just seeing London is hopping on a red double-decker bus and just check out any station that's right outside our hotel and see where it goes, and maybe just take it for a couple of stops. You can also use your ticket that you get tomorrow on buses, undergrounds, the Dockland trains, and the tube, of course. Museum. You have the Natural History Museum around South Kensington. That's for museums. For parks, definitely, if you're interested in parks, Hyde Park is a good option. I love Hyde Park. It has many entry points. Hyde Park Corner, for example, Marble Arch. You can go from South Kensington, High Street Kensington, from up on Queensway. You'll see once you get a proper map, you'll see where the entry points are. And Hyde Park also connects to Green Park and to St James's Park. We'll see some of that tomorrow. Anyone interested in green tea? Having a good old-fashioned 5 o'clock green tea? There's many hotels around. If you do the fancy bit, go to the Ritz or the Connaught. All the 5-star hotels do on Park Lane, Grosvenor House, for example. They all do green tea. They actually also already start around 2 o'clock, 2:45 is the first seating for green tea. If you're a smaller group, you shouldn't have a problem to just get in. And the costs are not so decent. They probably start from 30, 35 pounds up to 50. So British Museum has a restaurant up there, upstairs. They also do they do a 5 o'clock tea with a more decent price. And with, of course, if you don't want to do the whole lot of green tea and so on with all the sandwiches and the scones and the clotted cream and the marmalade jam, just at least try maybe a scone somewhere and get some clotted cream. You can even buy it at the supermarket, Marks and Spencer. Just get a jar of clotted cream and buy yourself a scone somewhere and some jam. So you get a taste for that, for example. There should be Tesco's around in Tottenham Court Road. Tesco is the preferred supermarket store, smaller or larger, and there's Safeways, there's Marks and Spencer also has a supermarket division. There's even a Whole Foods. So, yeah, there's one more important thing. You probably noticed everybody's driving on the other side. So when you get confused when you stop at a traffic light, always look on the floor. It will be written down which way to look for cars, to watch out for cars. It's a look left or look right. And be really careful because they come from the other side, so if you're not used to that, just take an extra step back and pause for a moment before you cross the road.
Right, left, right. Not left, right, left.
It'd also be a good idea for tomorrow to equip yourself with an umbrella or just raincoat. Even though the sun is shining in the morning, chances are eventually, at some point in the day, it's gonna
Oh, you did?
shed some drops from the sky. Yeah. Are you guys all set for roommates? Do you know who you're rooming with? Or some of you still don't know and would like to know? So the ones who have signed up with ACU with the preferred roommate are 100% getting the roommate they've signed up with. And then there are some people who've signed up as a single traveler or an individual traveler looking for a roommate. So I have here rooming together William and Justin. Where's William? Behind there. And there's Justin over here. Right? So I have you two guys. you'll be in twin rooms, obviously, and if you'd like to switch around a bit, that's totally fine.
She's in there.
So we're 27 on the bus, and we have 32 people in total. So we have a couple of people missing. They have already a pre-night. They arrived yesterday, and they had already an extra day in London. Maybe visiting some relatives. I don't know. That's usually how it goes, or just wanting some more time for the city. I haven't met them yet, but they will show up 6 o'clock tonight.
We're very much coming into the city couple. It's like a miniature Washington DC this area.
Blocking it out.
Yeah, Big Ben. Now, who's this fellow here? Charles the First. Oh, sorry. Abraham Lincoln.
C'est appelé Elisabeth Black Tower, maintenant c'est Elizabeth Tower, comme la reine Elisabeth. Exact.
Lots of our great military leaders and also these leaders.
Supreme Court of England. As I'm tripping over these metal guards here. Yeah, Westminster Abbey. Yeah, Westminster Abbey. Woohoo! Photos.
Go further, a little further. Huh? I don't know. No, it's not. Mine's a little up though. Go back there. 对着一个里面。啊，这。啊。He does do. I don't know. He does. Possibly. There you go. Oh yeah. Huh. What? I wonder why.
Oh well, all obviously going now, so should we try and
That was so fun.
I feel like no bummer. It's
Hallo,